We've come to Croydon for our next loft visit. This is the combine winning loft of Ken and Richard O'Connor. Good morning, Richard.
Morning, Keith.
How long have you been in the sport?
With my brother, we've been racing pigeons since 1975, 25 years now.
Yeah, with fantastic success.
Yeah, and we've always enjoyed keeping pigeons. I think that's one of the main things.
Yeah. What was your circumstances of starting up then?
Well, when we were young, from the age of sort of 6 or 7, Ken and I used to collect all sorts of animals and pets, insects, you name it, we kept it. Yeah. And we always wanted to keep pigeons because we wanted to have birds that would fly around and come back home. And it was in 1975 when a pigeon landed in our garden, and from one, within a couple of weeks we had half a dozen from local fanciers just giving us birds.
Brilliant.
We never knew anything about racing when that happened.
Nah.
Then we found out from a local guy around the corner that you could actually race pigeons, and that was like a dream come true. We kept something we really enjoyed to keep. Yeah. And now we could compete our birds against someone else's birds. It was the best thing that's ever happened to us.
Absolutely brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
What sort of racing do you like?
We like all racing, every race, short, middle distance, long distance, the whole lot. Love it all.
What's one or two of your best performances?
Going back over the years, I think we were first and second combine going back in 1981. We were still racing, or 82. We were racing natural when a lot of people had turned widowhood. Yeah. And we were first and second combine on an inland race, which is a big achievement for us. Yeah. But over the years, winning the Feds on several occasions. And this year, we just had a fantastic season.
Unbelievable, 1999 season.
Yeah. Oh, it's just like dream come true stuff.
How many times did you win the Fed?
13 first Feds we had this year. Yeah. And a few second Feds where we weren't first Fed as well.
Yeah. Also, some of them first win a very strong Surrey Fed, wasn't it?
Yeah, we won 8 first Feds in the Surrey Fed. And on one occasion, I think we took the first 6. On another occasion, we took the first 8 out. Sorry, first 7 out of the first 8, something like that.
Unbelievable.
7 out of the first 8.
And then a great finish to the old bird season.
Oh, well, we topped it off with the first combine. It was fantastic. Dream come true stuff.
Where was that from?
That was from Bordeaux.
Yeah.
450 miles for us.
This is your combine winner, Richard. Tell us all about him.
Yeah, he's our combine winner. He's been a very consistent pigeon for us. That was his 3rd win when he won the combine. He's won 2 races before that, a previous channel race and an inland race a year ago. This year we sent him in 5 channel races in total, and we sent him to the Sennen Cove 260-mile inland race. So he's been worked very hard, and one of our most consistent pigeons this year, I'd say, as an individual.
Yeah, what family is he?
He's Van Riet. He was a gift as a baby from our friend Roy Goff.
Yeah, and what system was he raced on?
Raced on the Widowhood system.
Yeah. How many pigeons was there in the combine at Bordeaux?
Just under 2,000. I think it was about 1,800, 1,900 pigeons.
Yeah, fantastic performance, mate. How far is it?
450 miles to us.
Good morning, Ken.
Morning, Keith.
We meet at last after all those phone calls.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to South Norwood.
Pleased to be here, mate.
Good.
What system do you race your old birds on?
On the normal Widowhood.
Yeah, is that just cocks?
Yeah, but we've got 2 different teams. We've got 2 separate sheds. So we've got our smaller shed, which is a brown shed, and we pair them up. Believe it or not, it's opposite to what other people do. We pair them up about the 2nd week in December. In December.
What, both teams?
No, that's just the channel birds.
Yeah.
And we also pair them up with a round of our stock birds, which we pass over to them, all the eggs.
Yeah, so there's stock bird eggs you put underneath your channel birds.
Exactly, that way we get.
How about your inland team then? When did you pair them up?
We just paired them up a week ago, which was the 2nd of Jan.
Yeah.
And we like to pair up beginning of January or the end of December.
Yeah, depends on the weather sort of thing.
And our working circumstances.
How do you put them on the system then?
Well,
they have a round of eggs and youngsters?
Yeah, what we do is we let them go through one round, take the hens away about 17 days, let the cock finish off the babies, and then we'll wean the babies over, and then we'll leave it about 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll repair again, and that's when we start the training. Yeah, so
what training do you give them?
I only give them about 5 tosses before the first race.
Yeah. How about during the season? Do you train them during the season?
No, none at all.
And what, they get exercise?
They get fit just flying around home.
Yeah, how many times a day do you let them out?
Twice. Have exactly half an hour flying in the morning, half an hour in the evening.
Yeah.
And on each time they have a half-hour play, so they're out an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening.
Yeah. How about feeding?
Feeding's basic, really. We break down beginning of the week, same as everybody else, really. And from Wednesday onwards, we start building up.
Yeah. Is that the same for both teams then?
No, it's not. That's for the sprint team.
Yeah.
For the channel, we don't break down at all. and then we'll keep them on a high protein diet and then build up on the carbohydrates towards the racing.
Yeah. This is the Brothers Widowwood setup. The green loft in the corner of the garden is 15 foot long. This houses the inland racers, and all trapping is through open windows. And at the bottom of the garden, the brown loft is 12 foot long, also trapped through open windows. This houses the channel birds. This is the scene inside one of the inland sections. Each section contains 9 nest boxes, and these pigeons are driving hard because they're only paired up last week. This is the scene inside one of the channel sections. It contains 12 nest boxes, and these pigeons are just chipping out. Is this one of your Van Reets then, Richard?
Yeah, he's one of our best Van Reets.
What's he won?
This year he won the Fed twice. He won the Fed last year, so he's a treble Fed winner. He was also second Fed from Plymouth this year, and there was an open race in a very hard northeast wind, which he won as well. So he's something like a 7 times winner for us now.
Brilliant. Is that all inland?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, a pigeon like this we'd never send across the water.
What families of pigeons you keep then, Ken?
We've got 3 main families. We've got Staff Van Reets, Bush Arts, and Van Loons.
Yeah, where do they originate from?
The Bush Arts originate from Phil Ball, who was a very good friend of ours, and we got an original pair from a pigeon of his called Champion Kingpin that had 21 firsts.
Yeah.
We had a son of that bred us a 15 times winner, who actually won the Fed 3 times for us. The Staff Van Reets we've got from a friend of ours called Paul Arnold.
Yeah.
He lives in Cheam, he's an excellent flyer, and a man by the name of Neville Flatt. We got most of those are from the Voss and Taniki.
Yeah.
And the Van Loons we got from a friend who was packing up. That was about 3 years ago, and they originate from a bloke by the name of Dennis Shepherd.
Yeah. How many stock birds do you keep?
We've got too many, unfortunately, like most people, but we've got about 18 pairs.
Yeah. When do you pair them up?
We paired those up at the beginning of December with our channel team.
Yeah. When you bring in a stock bird, what do you look for?
It's got to have good balance, which is, the first thing, but the main thing is a good eye. We always go by the eyes.
You like the eye sign?
Yeah.
I notice your pigeons got nice eyes.
Oh yeah.
What family is this pigeon then, Richard?
This is one of our best Bush Arts. His name's Batman.
Yeah.
The previous bird you just took a picture of is called Robin. So we call these two Batman and Robin because they often come together from races.
Yeah, so what's Batman won?
Well, Batman, like I say, he's been together with Robin when Robin's won the Fed 3 times. He's been with him twice. Plus when Robin won the open race, he was with him as well. He himself is a double winner and won the Fed, so he's a top pigeon for us.
Is this one of your Van Reets then, Richard?
No, this is one of our old Bush Arts.
Yeah, was he one?
Well, in his day, he was our top racer and probably the top pigeon in the Croydon area. He's a 15 times winner. He won the Fed 3 times. I think 3 weeks on the trot, he was like first Fed, and then second Fed.
Yeah.
He was just a fantastic pigeon.
Was it all inland?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Has he always been Widowwood, this pigeon?
He was one of our first pigeons that we ever tried Widowwood system on, and he was our biggest success at that time. Certainly kept us keen on the system.
How many young birds you breed each season then, Richard?
Well, up until the last 2 or 3 years, we used to breed about 40 or 50 babies. But in the last 2 or 3 years, it's more like a sort of 80 to 90 babies.
Yeah. What system do you race them on?
We just race them natural, let them fly into their perch. Hopefully 1 or 2 pair up and show a bit more keenness, but otherwise we just let them. The main thing with babies is education. Yeah. And that's what we do it for.
How about the dark system?
We tried the dark system for the first time last year. Quite interested to see how the molt comes through. Yeah. We managed to get them all through the molt, which we're pleased about, so we'll see how the yearlings do this year.
Yeah. How far do you race your babies?
They go as far as 230 miles, Wadybridge.
Yeah, how about training?
Training, we like to train as much as we can with babies. About four weeks before the first race, try and get in about 20 to 25 tosses before the first race, and a couple every week if we can. But again, it just boils down to work commitments.
Yeah. Do you save any of the cocks for Widowwood?
We used to, but with the quality of our old birds now, all our birds go all the way. So we end up just with the best, hopefully.
How about feeding?
With feeding with babies, I think it's fairly simple. Just keep them a little bit light so you've got control. But as the week goes on, try and build them up a little bit. Yeah. So they've got plenty of energy for the race.
Yeah. What sort of mix do you use?
A young bird mixture with when we put carbs as the week gets on.
This is a wonderful looking pigeon. Richard, what's this one?
Yeah, this is a Van Reet, really pied. He was Young Bird of the Year 2 years ago in 1997 down the Woodside Club. Last year he raced very well for us until, well, in the second race he hurt his wing, and we had to stop him because he couldn't fly very well. We rested him for about 5 weeks, and when we put him back on the road he was there to win the Fed again straight away.
Yeah, brilliant pigeon.
He's an absolute cracker. Yeah. We've got 5 brothers like him all racing out of that loft now, and each one of them are winners, and each one of them could have won the Fed 3 times.
You live in the town here, Richard. Have you got any problems with hawks or anything?
No, we're very lucky on the hawk side because they don't seem to worry us where we are here. But when it comes to problems with pigeons, I think the main thing about pigeon racing is to enjoy your sport. We're lucky enough to be in a club where we've got a lot of very good sporting flyers who don't mind winners. But what happens is when you start winning races, generally pigeon fanciers don't want you in a club. And we seem to have these old-fashioned rules where if you have a radius of a club and you want to join a club and you need to be voted into a club, it's down to those individual members to vote you in or out. And if you're a good flyer, 9 times out of 10 they're not going to let you in the club, which is nonsense.
Yeah, I agree with you there, mate, 100%.
The rules should be changed to cater for that sort of thing.
That's it.
The main thing with pigeons is to enjoy it. I mean, we've always enjoyed keeping them. We always will enjoy keeping them. You saw our 15 times winner earlier. We keep him because he's a pet now. He doesn't fill his eggs anymore. No. But we still like him as a pigeon, so we're just going to keep him for fun.
As I say, Richard, I agree 100%, mate. It's only a hobby to be enjoyed.
Yeah, and that's what I wish every fancier to be able to do, is enjoy their hobby. So.
Well, talk about enjoyment, mate. I've enjoyed my visit today very much, mate. It's been a great honour to come and see your pigeons. Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure to have you here, and we always welcome anyone who wants to come and visit our pigeons. So.